Okay guys, welcome to the BASI ski instructor blog video. The purpose of this video is to introduce those of you back home who may be thinking of coming on a Basecamp course in the future, introduce you to the instructors that we use out here in Val d'Isère. We use this company, a ski school called BASI, which is headed up by a chap called Steve Ricketts, and we use a couple of other guys, Craig Halliday and Stuart Bernard, who've been working with Basecamp over the last couple of years to really execute and make sure that our guys are getting the best coaching possible. Now these instructors have dedicated their entire lives to ski instructing. They absolutely love being in the mountains and they absolutely love teaching the Basecampers. The guys on a Basecamp course have access to world-class instruction. It's unbelievable how much coaching they get, how much technique they get, advice on equipment, everything that you could ever think about skiing, you've got it at your fingertips. Now for the next couple of minutes I'm going to introduce you to Craig, Steve and Stuart, let them tell you a bit about themselves. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Peace out, thank you.
Hi, my name's Steve Ricketts. I'm the Director of British Alpine Ski School in Val d'Isère, Tignes and Maribel. I've been skiing, believe it or not, now for about 35 years. About 25 of that have been professional.
Hi, my name's Craig Halliday. I work for British Alpine Ski School in Val d'Isère, and I've been skiing since I was 3 years old, which I'm ashamed to say is 25 years.
Hi, my name's Stuart Bernard. I've been skiing since about the age of 4. I'm 34 years old now.
And Steve, how long have you been teaching for?
I've been teaching for 25 years. I started in Andorra. I was given a job, my first year I was given a job in Austria, but there was no snow there that year. So I was asked if, after doing a BASI course, if I wanted to go to Andorra for a couple of weeks till it snowed in Austria, and I was there for 11 years. I've worked all over the world. I've worked in South America, I've worked in New Zealand, I've certainly worked in most of the ski resorts around Europe. It's been fantastic, but my base has been, for about the past 10 years, my base has been here in Val d'Isère and Tignes.
And Steve, which qualifications have you got and how long has it taken for you to get them?
I was quite lucky in the early days. I was sort of on fire going through the BASI stuff. What we now call the ISTD, I managed to get in about 5 seasons, sort of 4.5 years originally, but I did all the courses back to back. After that, I did many more qualifications, race training qualifications with the Canadians, again with BASI, and then redid my BASI ISTD later to become a trainer. So I became a trainer of the association about 10 years ago, and now I train all the different levels from the level 1 and level 2, which we use in Basecamp, or you achieve in Basecamp, right up to the level 3s and level 4s, which are the highest qualifications you can get within Europe.
Been down to New Zealand 3 times, which is awesome. If you get a chance to go, you should definitely head down that way. I've also done 5 seasons teaching in Switzerland and then into France this year, so all over the place.
And which qualifications have you got and how long is it taking you to get to where you are now?
I currently have the BASI ISTD level 4 qualification and the level 2 race, and it's taken me about, on and off, about 5 years to get to that level.
And how long have you been working with Basecamp?
With Basecamp I've been working for, I think this will be my 5th year with Basecamp, I think, yes.
Okay, great. And what do you enjoy most about skiing?
Oh, being in the mountains, I think, and enjoying the fresh powder when we do have it.
So right from the very beginning, I've been there helping out Basecamp or working with Basecamp or being involved with them.
And that's about 7 or 8 years now, isn't it?
It is, yeah, about seven or 8 years. Can't remember exactly, but it's pretty close to that, yeah.
And what do you enjoy most about skiing, Steve?
Oh, man, every single day. I mean, look at the state of this. Absolutely love it. Love being out there. It's what absolutely floats my boat every morning. Reason for getting out of bed.
And what equipment would you suggest is right for one of the Basecamp instructor courses?
A good all-round ski. You don't want to go too extreme. You don't want to be a full-on race ski, and you don't want to be a full-on off-piste ski. What you want is something in the middle that'll do a little bit of everything. So it's got to have a nice shape to it so that when you're doing the precise stuff on the piste, it works for you. But you don't want something that's too stiff like a race ski that doesn't work so well in the bumps and the off-piste. So a sort of maybe a detuned race ski, a detuned slalom or detuned GS ski, what we call them, are probably the best for the course. And
is there a type of make that you could suggest that's good at the moment?
I use Salomons quite a lot, and they've got quite a good range. If you were to look online, you look at the Salomon 24s, Salomon 24 hour, that's the kind of ski which is ideal for this kind of course because it does everything.
Basecamp I could turn up on the ski with, it would be something like a slalom ski. It doesn't need to be World Cup and really stiff, but something with a decent side cut so that you can carve on the piste and still lets you go off piste as well.
And what advice would you give to someone thinking about coming on a Basecamp instructor course?
I think the best piece of advice I could give to the guys would be to make sure you're fit before you come.
Just do it. It's awesome. It's a great experience. The people I've met on the course through the years, it's been great to get to know them over the season, and you've watched them learn new skills. And if I was to give them some advice, it's sort of realise that it's a marathon, not a sprint. You know, you've got to pace yourself through a ski season, and it's great enjoying the social side of it. And like Val d'Isère, for example, has got a fantastic social side. But if you want to be up there skiing every morning, you've got to pace yourself. You don't want to be out there every night on the town if you want to be out there every day on the piste.
I would advise, first of all, is getting the correct equipment and try to make the most of each training session that you do and every time you go out skiing, so that you can develop your skiing through the whole time you're out here.
And Stuart, what's your favourite thing about Val d'Isère?
My favourite thing about Val d'Isère is probably the scenery and the different terrain that you can ski.
I think my favourite thing about the Basecamp is just the massive amount of terrain we have. There's off-piste for every level, there's piste for every level, it's huge. There's nothing you can't do in this Basecamp, it's got everything.
Oh, just the terrain, it's awesome. It is the best terrain in the world. We've got off-piste bumps. You can take one lift in Val d'Isère and you've got everything that you need. We run the high-level instructor courses here for that reason, because it's got the best terrain, the best ski slopes that you can get anywhere, and there happens to be some decent après ski as well.
And your views on the new Basecamp?
I think the new Basecamp looks much more professional. I like the new uniform, that looks much better.
Yeah, the new Basecamp has been really good. It's really professionally run, it's been very well organised. It's made our life easy. All we have to do is turn up and teach you guys.
Basecamp have listened to what we've suggested from the skiing side, and we've listened to them from the programme side, and I think we've come up with something that actually works really, really well. It's certainly moved forward from the other years that we've been involved, and it's quite exciting to see the product growing. That's the main thing I'd say about it.